Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Kairos and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. This is an excellent game, set of course in the Warhammer 40k universe, widely regarded as the best game in the franchise, and I would agree with that sentiment, particularly noted for its excellent campaign, which of course we will be playing right now as the Imperial Guard. So I'm going to start a new campaign and demonstrate just how wonderful this game really is. We're going to play it on normal, of course. Easy is way too easy, and hard, in my opinion, is a little too hard. Any purists out there who've played this game before are probably busily telling me how much of a loser I am right now in the comments, but that's okay, I don't care. We're going to play normal.
The planet Cronus, beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down, each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons, ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the war, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the Tau Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the Orc horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
Right, here we are. Sorry, I'm just going to have to adjust my microphone a little bit. I think it's a bit dodgy. There we go. Sorry about that. Right, so for those who aren't familiar with the 40k universe, we have chaos, basically humans possessed by demons. They used to be these guys, Space Marines, but they have since become corrupted. We have the Eldar, which are of course space elves. Trust me, there's a sexy elf lady under there somewhere. We have the Imperial Guard, who are just standard unaugmented humans, exactly the same as you and me, just 40,000 years in the future. Undead robots, the Necrons, fantasy orcs that somehow found their way into the real world, or in this case, a futuristic version of our world. This is in fact supposed to be our world, so it's supposed to be our future, 40,000 years, our universe, 40,000 years in the future. But somehow Tolkien's orcs managed to find their way into this future, which has always been a little bit perplexing for me, but that's okay. And we have Space Marines, who are your bog standard super soldiers, who everyone likes to make fun of, because no one likes a winner. Got to cut down those tall poppies, right, mate? Yep. And we have the Tau Empire, or Ta'au as they should be pronounced, who are basically mechas in space. Yeah, it's essentially they're very much based on Japanese anime mecha sort of technological faction. Very cool and extremely overpowered in this game. If you want to win, I recommend playing the Tau or the Eldar, because these are the strongest factions in the game. I think that's fairly well agreed upon. But I'm playing the Imperial Guard because I like the Imperial Guard, and they have a really cool and rather amusing sort of British Army aesthetic going for them, which is always fun to laugh at. So we'll play the Guard, and we'll get another cutscene and a bit of lore, which I'll let you watch for those of you who haven't played this game before.
The Imperial Guard arrived on Cronus in pursuit of the Eldar Farseer Taldir. General Lucas Alexander found more than his prey there, however. He found his destiny. General Alexander claimed the abandoned city of Ironworks Bay as a base of operations and found there the massive Hellstorm cannon of an Imperator war titan. Tech priests had brought this fearsome relic to Cronus millennia ago, soon after it was cut from a heretical war machine during the Horus Heresy. When the general reported his discovery, the Imperial Guard's high command issued him new orders. He would secure the Titan's gun, along with any other relics of the Tech Priests, and would then return Cronus to the Imperium of Man, ordering him to drive out the aliens and heretics besetting this world. Segmentum Command named Alexander Governor Militant and created the 1st Cronus Regiment from his ground forces. The new governor quickly renamed the city itself Victory Bay, making it his new planetary capital, while his men adopted the sobriquet of Liberators for their regiment. When the Blood Raven Space Marines began the purge of Cronus, the Governor Militant refused to retreat. His orders were clear. Regardless of the demands of the Space Marines, the Guard would fight the Blood Ravens along with all the other invaders.
Right.
Welcome to the
Just get rid of this guy. No more tutorial. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's the Risk style map, which is the planet Cronus, and we have to conquer it. For the purpose of this Let's Play, we're going to be going following the law, more or less. We're going to try and consolidate our hold on this area here, these territories here, so we get a nice strong home base, as it were. And then we're going to sort of chop our way up here and try and take out the Eldar. If I get views and if people like this video and others after it, I will continue and conquer the whole planet. But for now, we're just going to aim at taking out the Space Elves, because they're far too pretty to be left alive, let's face it. Now, if you were wondering whether or not we're evil, because, let's face it, there was something distinctly fascist about that cutscene, the answer is yes, we are evil. This is the 41st millennium, and in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, etc. So humanity has regressed somewhat in the 40,000 years since our own time, but it is not meant to be taken too seriously, just tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of a satire on all that's wrong with human beings, really. Just imagine, it's the Dark Ages in space, essentially, so expect a lot of religiosity and xenophobia from this lot. But that's okay, we're still humans after all, and we have to conquer space in the name of the Imperium, indeed. So I have a show, don't tell policy when it comes to these games, so that's enough introduction. Let's get straight into this. So the first thing I want to do is check my commander's stats. We have nothing, as I recall, you have to earn war gear before you, yes. Okay, so we have no war gear to start out with, and no bodyguards. So we have to basically conquer territories to earn more requisition points, so we can purchase bodyguard units and just increase the general badassery of our soldiers. So we'll do that. Let's attack the softest target, which is down here. And you know what? I don't want to go down there. I'm going to go this way for a change. Let's challenge ourselves early on. There is an archive section which gives you a bit of lore. There's no purpose for this other than just give you a bit of cool context. And you can pause the video and read that at your leisure. I think that's a really nice feature of the campaign map, actually. So let's attack this. Let's get on with this. We'll go straight into the battle map. The Pavonian Heartland. The first thing we'll be conquering. when it loads. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we are.
It will be my honor.
So here is our general. He needs a commissar. Again, show don't tell. If you've not played this game before, you'll get the hang of it pretty soon. First thing I want to build is an infantry command so I can build more of these dudes. These are your standard guardsmen, essentially mere infantry. Poor bastards.
Reporting for duty, sir.
And they are going to... Let me know if this is too loud. I can turn the voice and the sound effects down in the next episode if it's annoying. But I've got it on low at the moment, so...
By the Emperor, it will be done.
I have a priest.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
So as you can see, this is clearly a satire on the British Army. The way they're talking, the general look of the men. Is there anything else up here? Wow, we don't have a lot of... We have to go down here. Yes.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
Okay, that's captured. Next thing we want to do is put a listing post over this strategic point, which is going to give us more requisition, and it's also going to make it much more easily defended. We want a commissar when we can afford one. We need more power. Still a fairly largish map. I was hoping this map might be a bit smaller,
What are your orders?
but no.
By the objective.
The smaller maps are definitely easier to complete, particularly when you're playing against the AI.
I hear the machine spirit's voice. I am on it.
Nope, can't do that yet.
I am honored that you require my skill.
Well, what we do need is power stations or plasma generators. We'll build a couple of them when we can afford them. We'll build a couple there.
By the Emperor, it is my duty to serve.
Got it.
For the glory of the Imperium. We did it, sir. If such is the Emperor's will.
So the Imperium of Man is, for those who are uninitiated in the 40k lore, is essentially us in 40,000 years' time.
If such is the Emperor's
Except we worship this Psyker, basically this very powerful
will. What are your orders?
man, human being, as a god, who is now
For the glory of the Imperium.
essentially a corpse on a throne. He's been around for 10,000 years plus, and is guiding humanity to its manifest destiny and all that nonsense. So it's not a very nice place to be. It's essentially a how would you put this? It's a it's a theocracy, a dictatorship and a theocracy. So not somewhere that you want to particularly live.
We did it, sir. It is my duty to serve.
I mean,
I am honored that you require my skill.
where are we going with this? We need to secure all of these points.
By the Emperor.
I'm out of practice. I mean, this is a little bit slow for my liking.
If such is the Emperor's
It's actually surprisingly difficult. I'm not an expert at this whole YouTube thing. It's actually surprisingly difficult to talk
will. Secured.
and concentrate on strategy at the same time. It's very interesting. So if I go quiet, it's because I'm concentrating.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
So we do want commissars because they are going to inspire our men by summarily, how do you say? By summary execution, essentially.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
You don't hold the ranks, we'll shoot you. Easy. That's how you keep discipline in an army, right?
Fear ensures loyalty. Where do you need me? By the Emperor.
And these are clearly a little nod to the Soviet Union.
You honor me. You have the honor of serving me now.
So it's a surprising mix of sort of World War I trench warfare madness slash what else? Russian, sort of Soviet Russia slash sort of the worst elements of the theocracies of the medieval ages. Right? It's definitely a dark age for mankind.
Victory is assured.
But we managed to survive and spread across the galaxy, so that's got to count for something, I presume. And here come the Necrons. Ancient machines from millions of years ago that are still powered up and doing their thing. And they are going to cause a lot of damage. What the... Buzz off. Go on. That's not your... Oh, we're in trouble here. I've been a little slow getting started up. And the Necrons are a tough opponent. So they're breaking, but I'm not gonna. I want them there as meat shield. Die, will ya? So while that's happening, I'm gonna start thinking about. We need more men. Let's put another one of these up here.
Initiating construction.
We should have room to get the tanks out.
I am on it.
Speaking of tanks, we do need to get them on the production line. Damn zombie, pseudo-zombie buggers. So as you can see, the Imperial Guard, being just mere men, mere humans, are pretty weak when it comes to the initial stages of the game. It's not until they get hold of tanks that they start really coming into their own, which we're trying to get at this point. We need more men. Why can't I... Requires... Oh yeah, I need to upgrade this first, I think. Let's get a tactical command. We should be able to hold fairly well because we've got these defensive structures here. Oh dear. Oh dear. He's dead. They're all dead. Let's pull them back. They've done well. Oh, we should get our general back. We lost him earlier. We'll build another one of these because the more we have, the more population we'll have. Good. Well, that's the first wave dealt with. We're going to put some landmines along here. Just a few, and then we need to deal with our resource situation. Oh, of course I didn't have. I forgot that he was there. Let's upgrade. When we can afford it, we'll upgrade some of this. We need more requisition. So we'll go put that there.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
Once he's done with that, he can go and...
As you wish, so shall it be done.
You can actually pop people, yeah, as the Imperial Guard you can pop people in buildings, which is nice because you keep them safe from enemy fire if they're getting creamed. Oh, he came back to life, being the pseudo-undead monstrosity that he is. Let's get out of that. Oh yeah, let's not get anywhere near that. Not entirely sure what that does, apart from the fact that things tend to die. So I'm thinking stay away from it is good philosophy.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
He got away, unfortunately.
I shall hurry.
Yeah. Okay, I think he's built those, so let's... More requisition. Okay, we've got a respite, but they'll be back. Trust me, they'll be back. We'll get a couple of these. These are basically heavy weapons teams. They can hold the line very nicely. One reason I do like the Imperial Guard is they do seem to be pretty good at holding out, just bunkering down and holding the line. So I recommend them if you're a defensive style player.
Hustle up! 1, 2, 1, 2.
We just definitely need to think about our resource situation here. So we go to this. Good, we can do that. Do we want... Let's actually put one here. Yeah, here we'll do.
Heavy weapons on the field.
Right, so before I forget,
Where do you want
we have to deploy these. So we're going to put this heavy weapon team down here. Actually, yeah, that should be fine.
Heavy weapons on the move.
Upgrade that.
We'll cover our men. We'll get there as fast as we can.
So this is basically the British Army with, you can just see by the way they're dressed up, this is basically the British Army with with las guns, essentially.
We'll get through our field of fire.
Las cannon upgrade, we don't want that. We do want that.
Will only take me a moment. Of course.
So a tech priest in the lore is basically, well, it's what you would expect. He's a priest, but he worships technology. Because by this point, technology is regarded with some superstition, let's say, as a semi-divine thing. I don't know what's the word you would use for it, but basically technology is worshipped. You know, it's... Oh, that's annoying. What are they doing? Those horrible wraiths. Oh, yay. Get out of there. We really should repair that. Where's the tech priest? Ah, hello Alexander, you're back.
Understood.
It will only take me a moment.
Right, this is taking a little longer than I was expecting. But it always does, doesn't it? Particularly if you're like me and you're a defensive player.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
We'll have another commissar, why not?
Victory is assured. Go, go, go! By the Emperor, it will be done. You dogs to victory!
Come on, lads.
Eager for action, son.
Ooh, there's a lot of firepower here. So you want to create bottlenecks like this as much as possible because that's how you win against the AI, is with bottlenecks. And I'm wasting my time trying to defend that at this point. No idea what that's doing, but it's obviously not good for us.
Shall I get started?
Let's get organized here. Let's have those. Upgrade our armor and equipment. All of it. I never even bother looking. Upgrades are really cheap in this. So, you know, just click away. Once they're done, it will definitely improve your men.
I am on it.
There's one of the tech priests. I wonder where he'd gone. Where he'd gone. Do we have any thermoplasmic generators nearby? Doesn't appear to be. No, but I tell you what we do want is we want that relic. So let's get these guys who are standing in the green to go and take that relic. That'll mean we can recruit our best units. Meanwhile, there's a commissar just sitting there all on his own. Where can he go?
Where is his will needed?
Good stuff. So, we're pretty well secure now.
We'll cover our men.
I think we will get another one of these heavy crews here. We need artillery, which we'll upgrade. Basilisk. We'll just upgrade the lot of that, and
So shall it be done.
we'll build another one of those. The more you have, the more you can recruit.
Will only take me worthy of my skill.
Meanwhile, yes, good, they haven't taken it yet. Good. We'll go for our push in a little while. We're almost ready. It's in your interest to build up strong in the campaign, because all of these buildings will still be here if this province is attacked later down the track. Excuse me. So it's definitely worth building up and taking your time. A slow and steady advance definitely wins the race when it comes to this game. It really does play a little bit like Risk at times.
It will only take me a moment.
Okay, so we're losing points now.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
I am honored that you require my skills.
Nope, I don't want to bottle myself in. Let's put one there.
I challenge
Hopefully there's enough room for the tanks to get out there. I think there should be. Speaking of tanks, let's have these boys
as you wish, so shall it be done.
ready to go. Now, put a couple more of these here.
Initiating construction.
I think, how many can we build? That's it.
I am on it.
Another infantry command, I think.
I challenge
3 now.
worthy of my
The more you have, the more troops you can build. Good, we got that.
It will be done. I will not fail.
Let's head down
On
here,
my
actually.
soul it shall be done.
So here's your artillery. Basilisk cannon. Now we can think of pushing a little bit forward because we have artillery support.
Orders received and understood.
So this is group 1 and this is going to be group 2. Let's build another one.
Where is his will needed?
You can take that critical location.
Is his will needed?
I really want that for the line of sight more than anything else.
New code, sir.
I thought he was going to come back to life. I just had that feeling. He's just gonna get pommeled, so we don't need to worry too much. He's not going to be able to even get out. There's just so much firepower there. What's this do? Ah, yes, of course. I should be getting... Let's upgrade this command here.
I am honored that you require my skills.
I'm actually going to build... I might build another base around here somewhere. We should take this area before we make our push, so we've got at least half the map under control if we're attacked.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
Good, we've got plasma weapons as well now. Nice.
Where is his will needed?
I know I'm doing okay because we haven't had to shoot anyone yet. As in, shoot anyone on our own side. So, that's good news. Let us... At this point, I just want to find out where they are, mostly. I should have really got a... Yeah, we'll do that. As soon as that's finished, can do this. Okay, they're not up there. Oh, actually, yes, they are up here.
What is your wish?
Where's the other? There we go.
Give us a second to get started. We'll be off as soon as the what's your task?
So there's no magic in this universe, oops, but there is, there are psychic abilities, people with psychic abilities, which is always terrifying because it drives you mad more often than not. That's down. Let's take that. What are you firing at? Oh, of course. Of course. Well, we'll take that off them. Good. Where'd he go? Whoa, here they come. That's not good. Oh, not good at all. No, don't step in that. Keep firing. Okay, we're gonna get the artillery out. And let's get these men forward. Oh, they're just getting torn to pieces. Poor bastards. Retreat. Cover their retreat with that. Not going to hit anything, but hey, it's worth trying. Now we got to shoot someone. Summary execution. There you go. They're back to the front. Whoa. Okay, now they've got some vehicles of their own, which means we need to think about we need that. We need Lehman Russ tanks at this point.
Too much for us.
Yeah, I know.
By the Emperor, it will be done. Let me inspire our men.
Aha, that's good. That'll damage the machine. Good stuff. Oh, this is not looking good, is it? Oh, poor bugger. Alright. Send some reinforcements up here. I'm determined not to fall back any more than I need to. Hold the ground. Yo, ground. Food. General's probably going to die again. But we'll see. Oh. Boom. Thank you. Alright, good. Let's keep firing. Righty. Come on. Give him an earth shake around. And kaboom. Haha. Whew, what a mess. What a mess. Where are these? Lehman Russ. We'll get those, and we'll need some Ogrins as well, because the as you can see, the Necron do like to get into close combat. We are getting massacred. Things will get easier once we have some more armor. Tanks, that is. Oh, gee. We might retreat, I think. Alright, let's get these tanks out. This will make things a lot easier. Get back. Yeah, we've got to retreat. Get everyone back. Come on, you dudes. The tanks are almost in. Indeed it has. Now we're in. Now they're in for some trouble.
Orders received and understood.
Awaiting instructions.
At least they would be if they could get out.
Is that the best you've got?
And retreat.
I will not fail. I will not victory.
Boom. Got it. Smack. For those tanks. Ah, we're out of
As you wish,
Okay.
so shall it be done.
Do another one here. Certainly have no trouble with resources. Mostly it's just...
I'll take care of it, Lord.
We'll build another field commander up here.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
It's pretty hectic, this particular mission.
Fire control. Initiate strafing run.
Bloody Necrons. They are OP. They just don't die.
What is your wish? You honor me.
Awaiting instructions.
Taking hits!
Warm out the engine, my lord.
I stand
We've got
ready
to start
serve the Emperor.
taking the fight to them. Or this will just go on forever. Good, good, good. More upgrades. No, no, no. Ogrins, please.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
And where are those?
I am on it.
I'm sure I built some...
What would you have me do?
These boys. Here we go.
Sir,
These are the ones we want. These are the elite.
we will serve. Slit their throats!
There we go. See, these Lehman Russ are really something.
Where is his will needed?
Backbone of the guard, ready to serve.
Hello, what do we got here?
The end of days is upon them!
That does not seem to be dying, but it's also ignoring me, so we'll ignore it.
I stand ready to serve the Emperor.
I'll take the fight to them. I'm just gonna check something here. Oh,
Awaiting instructions.
right, let's take that.
Victory is assured. Victory is assured. Look out! Here they come! Where is
I wish they'd stop casting that bloody thing.
on my soul it shall
Okay, here are the Ogrins. They're basically mutant humans that look like ogres. And they are very useful for holding off swarms of undead robots.
Awaiting instructions.
I stand ready to serve the
Might take that off them, because I know they've got
Only
it.
the faithful shall win the day. What is your wish? Tremble before my wrath.
Where the hell are they? Okay, we can have another look in a minute. I think they'll be up here. Yep, that's where they are.
Where's our fire support? Where is
Come on, lads, get closer. I know you want to avoid combat.
shall win the day?
That's more like it.
I stand ready to
We'll take that off them so they can't. Oh, alright, come on. Deal with those. What do we got here? Why don't they die?
What is your wish?
They're doing no damage to them. I'm not sure why that is.
Is that a best Where is his will needed? I stand ready to serve the Emperor. On my soul it shall be done.
Keep firing.
Win the war, sir.
It's those Ogren are doing a really good job. Ugh.
By the Emperor it will be done.
Warm out the engine.
I should have got
On my soul it shall be done.
Chimera tank.
Standing by. Following orders. Drive to rampage.
I have an artillery tank here which is doing absolutely nothing.
What is your wish? I stand
All we got to do is take out the monolith and then we can win. So we'll do that now. I'm sick of this particular mission. It's gone on way too long.
faithful shall win the day. By the Emperor it will be done. Orders received. The end of days.
I hate these things.
Only the faithful shall win the
Why don't they bloody die?
What is your wish? By the Emperor it
There we go. I'm not sure if that's Uh-oh, they're working out that they're under attack, so keep firing. Ooh, I don't like that. Whoa, what the hell was that? This thing's firing. I don't know, something's firing at me. Hold the line. Yeah, we might have to retreat, there's just too many. So let's push back here and then we can get the Ogrins to help out. And this Earthshaker cannon, we need that. Oh, it's getting torn to pieces here. Why do these bloody things die? Once we got these Ogrins up here, we'll be able to hold. Yeah, you can hold that out. I'm gonna send him up here as well. Oops. That's not good. Got that a little bit too close, so we're gonna lose that. Possibly before he even gets a shot off. Fire. Boom. Good. He did his job. Oh man, these Necrons, God. Where are those? This is embarrassing. So you just Lehman Russ tanks, they really do a lot of damage. Let's take that down. God's sake. Alright, now we got an artillery strike coming in. Airstrike. Alright, now we got him.
Long have I wished to serve under you, sir.
Well, that's damn decent of you to say.
Instruct the men immediately. With pleasure, sir. I have chosen my
Finally getting somewhere. I forgot how tough the Necrons could be. This is just the first mission, like the first scenario. So, really need to get my game back up. Oh.
Standing ready. Fear is not. My faith is strong.
Yeah. Nice.
True servant never yields to doubt.
Almost done. Come on, gentlemen. Oh yeah, now we've got these Tuscan, however you pronounce that. They're elites, we'll call them elites. They're gonna do a good job. Don't waste your time shooting at that. Take those out. Almost done. And that should be victory. Good stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, they're building another one. They must have another monolith somewhere around here. Ah, it serves me right for letting them build up. Well, we'll just wipe them out. We're on a roll now.
From the
There we go. Okay. Well, that was pretty bloody hectic, wasn't it? War gear awarded, which is good, so I can hand out some war gear, and we've got a bodyguard now. Right, so I'll give him the victory stash because that's going to increase the morale of our troops, and as you probably noticed, the Imperial Guard aren't exactly great on the morale front. And commander, let's buy here. We have the trainer bodyguard, and so now we've got some troops for when we attack next time. And we made the right choice building up, even though it took time. We've got 5 there on, so you can see it's really from the higher the number, the more powerful the province. So 5 is pretty average. 12 would be a very strong fort, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, we'll end the video here. I'm sorry if that went on a little longer than I expected. I might trim the video down a little bit just so that it's not too damn long and tedious. But let me know what you thought of it. And if enough people are enjoying this, we'll play through the campaign and make our way to victory as the Imperial Guard, which is always fun. Nothing like steamrolling across alien races and just flattening them all into the dirt. After all, that's what being human's all about. So thank you very much for viewing. This has been Kairos, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.